Hey funnel builders, Mike here from Sell Your Service, and today I want to talk to you about the 3 laws of selling marketing funnels that you fundamentally have to remember each and every time you want to make sales, or if you want to sell marketing funnels. Maybe you feel like you've got a sale that's stalling, or if you're having a conversation with a client and you can't quite figure out why it's not going to plan. These 3 laws are what you have to remember every single time. Otherwise, you're going to find that customers aren't interested in buying from you. And also, it makes a massive difference to how you approach your customers and how you approach your sales processes if you remember these really basic laws for selling marketing funnels. We're actually back at the Coronado Springs Convention Center. It's really quiet. I think they've got a convention next door. This is where we had our recurring revenue retreat earlier in the week, and unfortunately, so you can see the hallway going down here. We were in one of these rooms just here. The hurricane unfortunately has meant that our flights have been delayed a couple of times. We've had them both. We've had 2 flights cancelled basically. So hopefully we're going to be flying back at the end of the week. However, it did allow me a chance to go to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, so thank you Robert Simmons for being my unofficial tour guide for that. That was absolutely awesome. But anyway, if you ever feel like you're losing a sale, or potentially a sale's getting away from you, or if you're struggling to kind of understand, right, you know how to put these funnels together, you know how to put these systems and processes together, how do you start getting it out to your market? These are the 3 laws that you need to remember. So the first law of selling marketing funnels is don't talk about marketing funnels. I've said this time and time and time and time again. Let's say you get really good at defining what it is that you're going to build for customers. The tempting thing is to start talking about all the things that you're excited about. Now, what tends to happen is, as we begin to understand the systems and the processes that we can start to deliver to customers, we inherently understand the value that those particular services can bring. For example, we'll say, well, we're going to split test your landing pages to work on your conversion rates. We're going to have email automation to begin to sell on automation to your customers. And we essentially start talking about all the different complex sides of a marketing funnel. And the reality is our customers just aren't interested in that. I'll set myself up in this massive chair here. When we start talking about marketing funnels to customers, unless they know what a marketing funnel is, it's actually really difficult for them to understand what it is that they're buying. There is a bug floating just around here. Typically, this is the first thing that funnel builders struggle with, especially marketing agencies in general, any kind of digital creative. They tend to struggle with separating out the product that they're delivering, like the actual deliverable, and the result that they're giving to the customer. So the first law is don't talk about marketing funnels. You should be able to talk to your customer, understand what their needs are, understand their budget, if they're the decision maker, what their timescales are, who their suppliers are. Remember, BANTS, B-A-N-T-S, budget, authority, need, timescale, and suppliers. You should be able to understand all of that, do a deep dive on their business without mentioning marketing funnels once. You should be able to sell a marketing funnel without telling them we are delivering you a marketing funnel. Don't try and overcomplicate it as well. Don't go the other way and say we're going to deliver you a marketing automation system that delivers leads and conversions through a complex system of web pages. Don't worry about any of that. What you want to focus on is the result or the benefit that the customer gets. If you start talking about funnels and have funnels in your pitches and say we build marketing funnels, or we're a marketing funnel agency or a marketing funnel specialist, you're just going to turn people off and you're going to bore them. Quick shout outs as well, Brad and the boys and girls at GoWP, thanks for the sweet shirt. I absolutely love Preston. It was really good to see you at Recurring Revenue Retreat as well. Anyway, law number 2 of selling marketing funnels is who you work with matters more than what you do. So who you work with matters more than what you do. Again, as funnel builders and as marketing agencies, digital creatives, web designers, all of this stuff, I see repeatedly all over the place on people's websites and business cards and blogs and stuff. They'll say, we build sophisticated marketing engines to help businesses grow their brand, or we build innovative branding marketing solutions for businesses that care about their customers. And all you're doing still is repeating what it is you're doing. So you're violating law 1. You're still talking about the marketing funnel. Law 1 of selling marketing funnels, don't talk about marketing funnels. Law 2, who you work with is more important than what you do. If instead you turned around and all of your branding, all of your equipment and all of your marketing and all of your website and your mission statement and all of that pointed people as to who you work with, that's far more engaging. First of all, it helps with referrals because people are way more likely to give a referral for your business when they understand who you work with. My mum doesn't understand exactly the ins and outs of what a marketing funnel is, but she sure as hell understands that if you're an author who wants to release a course, I can help you, right? That's what's more important. Now, that's actually just an example. That's not specifically who I work with. I tend to work with funnel builders, right? If you say, yeah, we work with convention centers that hold at least 5,000 person events a year, we can help them increase their average hotel spend, something like that. If you define a who you work with and ignore marketing funnels, ignore the word marketing, sales, conversion, optimize, automation, ignore any of that shit and focus on who you work with, you're way more likely to generate referrals, and more importantly, you'll actually turn people away, which is really important because that helps with your qualification. So law 2 is who you work with is more important than what you do. Just a final note on that, Ryan Deiss says that good businesses are defined by the markets that they serve, not the products they sell, and that's kind of saying the same thing. Who you work with is infinitely more important than what it is that you do, and if you can understand that as a funnel builder, you'll rise above your competition, you'll begin to carve yourself a niche, and you'll find that you're not having to compete on price anymore. So it looks like the Coronado's got another convention just behind me. That's fine, we're just going to wrap this one up. Law 3 of selling marketing funnels is sell futures, not features. This is absolutely critical. When you start to write any of your marketing copy, when you start to look at your mission, when you start to look at your niche, when you start to look at whatever it is that you're building for your customers, your job is to sell futures, not features. All too often what we do is get really good at explaining what it is that we do. So remember, that's kind of like when we talk about law 1, when we say don't talk about marketing funnels if you want to sell marketing funnels. Sorry, someone asked me if that was my bag. So when we say sell futures, not features, what tends to happen is we get really good at explaining what it is that we do. So if we're building marketing funnels for customers, we say to people, oh, we build marketing funnels. And we try and overcomplicate it and we get really wordy with it. And we say we build email automation platforms that deliver high profitability and results-driven marketing. Like, what even the fuck does that mean? Results-driven marketing, like there's any other type. Anyway, when we start to remember law 3, sell futures, not features, you should be able to almost do a creative writing exercise where you purely write out the best possible future that your customers have without mentioning the product, without mentioning marketing funnels, without mentioning any of the features, and that's what's going to sell marketing funnels for you. If you talk about the better future and the benefits that that customer has, remember, a benefit is just a future that the customer can kind of envision for themselves. It's a better version of a future for themselves. As soon as you understand the type of future that you're delivering to your customers, you're going to elevate yourself above the rest of the competition who are out there just telling people that they work with small businesses and then they consistently try to just build marketing funnels for customers. If you want to begin elevating yourself and kind of move away from any of the sales processes that you've been stalling with, remember to sell futures, not features. Anyway, so those are the 3 laws of marketing, selling marketing funnels. Law number 1 is, if you want to sell marketing funnels, don't talk about marketing funnels. Law number 2 is who you work with matters more than what you do. And law number 3 is sell futures, not features. Anyway, thanks very much for bearing with me, guys. I know we had to do another video kind of outside of the usual studio space because we didn't manage to make it home in time. Hopefully we're going to be flying back tomorrow, but you never know. The hurricane's been really bad outside. Luckily at the Disney Coronado Springs, we've been safe as houses, and frankly the weather hasn't been too bad. So maybe I'll go to a park today, or maybe I'll go to a park tomorrow, not really sure. In the meantime, thanks very much. Let me know which one of those laws you constantly find yourself violating, or if you've got any other laws for selling marketing funnels, let me know in the comments down below. In the meantime, I will see you on the next video. Keep building those funnels.